Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Hunt for the Perfect Parlay. It's Wildcard weekend. Let's get it in. Yo. So I hope everybody has been enjoying their week. I know there's been a lot of bull crap that's going on out there dealing with the president's administration and everything. I will be talking about the things that have been going on this week based on like the situation in Argentina, the situation with the ICE agent killing an American citizen. I would do that in another episode because these are very sensitive topics that I don't want to intertwine with the sports, because sports is pretty much a way for us to get away from all that, from all of that. And so let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just stick with what we've been doing, but please don't forget to like and subscribe to us. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the content that I create for you guys is funny because it's supposed to be entertaining purposes. I wouldn't recommend anybody be using my advice to like pick teams. You're a grown man or a grown woman. We're adults here. So you can do your own thing. You can make your own selections and everything like that, right? So I'm just here for entertainment basis. I hope I make you laugh. I hope I put a smile on your face. But let's get up into it, man. There are some juicy things that we could talk about in the NFL before we get to the playoff games, like the coaches who got fired. The coaches who got fired this week. The biggest one was John Harbaugh. I'm like, that was a big one that I really didn't see coming. But then I'm like, I can understand it happening. I mean, the man's been there for like 18 seasons. Super Bowl winner. So many playoff appearances and everything. I'm like, it's unfortunate to see a coach like that just get let go after a game that was so close between the Ravens and the Steelers, coming down to a field goal, and they rallied back. The Zay Flowers, Isaiah Likely emerging when Lamar Jackson needed them. Derrick Henry doing his thing when the ball was in his hands and everything like that. And some people can say they could say that they seen it coming because there was a lot of decisions that he just didn't make. Like for instance, using Derrick Henry enough when Lamar Jackson was down in the earlier parts of the season, and vice versa, and et cetera. Maybe according to Ian Rappaport, that he was losing a locker room. He probably was losing a locker room after his visit meeting up with Donald Trump. It's a lot of things that could have went into the variables of why Coach Harbaugh was let go, but we all know that he's such a good coach that a team will pick him up. He is going to get it, and it could be any type of team. I mean, there are teams that definitely need head coaches out there, and the two teams that I can see that would be perfect for him would either be the New York Giants or the Las Vegas Raiders. But it could all be for him and everything. Though, like the New York Giants, they pretty much got what they need: quarterback, running back, wide receiver. When the running back and wide receiver get healthy, and then you could look at the Las Vegas Raiders. All they really need is a wide receiver, and most likely they're gonna get their wide receiver in the draft, or maybe they can possibly go the free agency and spend some money on that. But that wouldn't be too wise. It wouldn't be very wise right there. So I feel like the Raiders might try to draft for wide receiver, but what I'm getting at is Harbaugh can like go to any team that's going to be calling for him. There's going to be teams calling for him. All he has to do is pretty much pick one out of the basket. Kevin Stefanski, he lost his job. We all seen that coming and everything. So we want to see exactly how the Cleveland Browns will do in their next coach selection or hunt. Raheem Morris, head coach for the Atlanta Falcons, gets fired after the reinsurgence of the Atlanta Falcons. Thank you, Falcons. Thank you, Falcons. Because of y'all, my team is in the playoffs. But hey, man, you can't really blame nobody but the Bucks on this one. Blame Tampa Bay. And Pete Carroll got let go. I knew he was gonna get let go in the game where he practically just waved the white flag. Can't really remember that game, but he did do that in a game, right? Where he did wave the white flag. And I'm like, oh, hell no. You pretty much gave up on the game. And that's like, we ain't even got to the 2-minute warning yet. Oh, hell no. You ain't keeping your job, Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll just need to retire, man. Like, just retire. But I just think the youth inside of him won't allow him to retire. So, who knows? Oh, yeah, and Mike Daniels. We kind of seen that one coming, too. Tua got that boy fired. Tua got Mike Daniels fired. And, hey, man, most of the fans from Carolina is like, yo, bro, we need an OC. Mike Daniels, man, call your homeboy, man. Talk to like Dave Canales and whatnot, man. You know what I'm saying? Come to Carolina. But no, I don't know. I just don't know. It's whatever, man. But anyways, with those those coaches right there, and this is an important life lesson for anybody that works 9 to 5s and stuff like that. I'm like, the expectations that is set on you are set on you. It doesn't matter who you are. You can get let go if you do not meet up to expectations of your company or your boss or whatnot. I mean, availability is the best ability and everything, but they're really looking for, you know what, I'm not going to even do nothing because I feel like this is like flowing into my job. So whatever about the metaphor that I'm using, we're going to go straight into games right now. Let's get on to these weekend games, these wild card games. We got the LA Rams versus the Carolina Panthers. This is probably the biggest spread margin of all the games, which is 10.5, double digits. That's an insult to my Panthers. I'm going to choose Carolina on the spread. You already see what I got, and I can go into explanation. Now, for the Carolina Panthers to come up with a win, they have to play exactly how they played last time they played the Rams. I mean, Matt Stafford did some stuff that was very uncharacteristic of Matt Stafford, like throwing two interceptions. Also, there was a forced fumble by Derek Brown in the fourth quarter and everything. All Carolina has to do is play like how they did last time, even with more energy, because this is playoffs. This is a whole different beast. You heard me? If they play with the same momentum that they had in the first game, they can make it a hard day for the Rams, and the Rams might have to respect them. Shit. But the thing about Carolina is that I feel like we still don't get the respect that I feel like we deserve. But that's the thing about it. The only reason why we don't get the respect that we deserve is because of the inconsistencies. So it's like sometimes you don't know what Carolina Panther the team you're going to get. So it's either believe in them or don't believe in them. Roll with them or don't roll with them. But those are fair weather fans type people right there. I'm choosing Carolina by the spread. If you want to do the money line, I suggest that you choose the Rams. I just see that the Rams are just going to win. Ain't no way. And if it does happen, oh, what a great day. But I just cannot see Sean McVay letting that shit happen again. You know how much that would eat at a man like Sean McVay? Hey, you can let all the shit just get at you and eat away like maggots to a rotten corpse. I say they all wrong, whatever. But like, yo, man, that's what's gonna happen to Sean McVay, man. It's like this man, he would lose sleep if the Panthers beat the Rams. So you're on an upset alert anyways. That's what ESPN just put you on, upset alert. So anyways, let's continue with the next game. Green Bay Packers versus the Chicago Bears. We're running in the back for a third time, guys. Spread set at 1.5, Green Bay being the favorite. Now, this is a difficult game to kind of select from because Jordan Love is coming back from Green Bay. If Chicago cannot get to Jordan Love, it's going to be a fucking crazy shootout that can emerge between Jordan Love and Caleb Williams. I don't know how Caleb Williams could fare in shootouts between like a shootout against the opposing quarterback like Jordan Love, But in order for Chicago to do what they need to do, Caleb Williams got to come out swinging. He has to come out swinging. He has to win rounds. He can't just give the first 3 rounds up. No, he has to come out swinging. The running game has to be efficient. The running game got to be on point, and really for Green Bay, I feel like they just have to protect Jordan Love and get the running game started that will open up the wide receiver, that will open up the pass game for Green Bay. Green Bay can win this easily. Green Bay can win this easily, but because the point spread is so narrow, and the last time that these two teams did meet, one, Jordan Love finished the game. The next one, he didn't finish the game. You know what I'm saying? But then, I don't know. I feel like I'm going to just go with Chicago on this one. I feel like, I'm gambling right now, so I'm going to go with the underdog, and that's Chicago. The next game that we got is Buffalo versus Jacksonville. Spread set at 1.5. Jacksonville is the favorite. And I can understand why Jacksonville is the favorite on this one, right? Because Buffalo has been carried by Josh Allen. Josh Allen is carrying Buffalo on his back with James Cook, George James Cook as his sidekick and everything. You can pass it off to some tight ends, but it seems like he don't even trust his own receivers. And Jacksonville is pretty good. You know what I mean? Jacksonville is no fluke. And they're one of the 2 teams, they're really one of the 3 teams that's coming into the playoffs red hot. So that is Jacksonville, New England, and Houston. Those are the 3 hot teams right now. Just based on their winning, just based on their winning streaks. And Jacksonville is just like they feeling themselves now, man. Trevor Lawrence got himself a reliable running game. He has reliable wide receivers. You know what I mean? I'm like, this game is for them. This game is for theirs to take, for the taking. But don't sleep on Josh Allen. Josh Allen is still in this motherfucker. Josh Allen is Superman to Buffalo. Yes. Let's just hope that he can just get some help, man. But in this one, I might just have to just go with Jacksonville. I just feel that Jacksonville just can beat Buffalo. And it's going to take more than just Josh Allen and James Cook. It's going to take more. So I choose Jacksonville in this one. San Francisco 49ers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Spread set as 6. Philly being the favorite. A lot of West Coast teams traveling to the east side, man. West coming to the east. So with that being said on that one, I might just have to choose Philly on this one. That wasn't even hard to think of, because this game I feel is going to come down to who runs better. You got Christian McCaffrey over there with San Francisco. With Philly, you got Saquon Barkley, and you can add a plus Jalen Hurts. If they just establish the run game, because this is going to be a long running, this is going to be I feel like this is going to be one of those games where it's just offense run heavy and just like stout defense. This is all I just feel like this game kind of has this kind of feeling right here. But I have to just choose Philadelphia. If you have to ask me who's the winner, I'm choosing Philly. Next game is going to be the LA Chargers versus the New England Patriots. Spread set at 3.5. New England being the favorite. New England, I can obviously understand why they are the favorite in this one right here, man. You know what I mean? Drake May is having himself an MVP worthy year, and it's his 2nd year in the league. I'm like, everything. And then we always forget about the double-headed running back monster that they have in the backfield, right? I'm just like Jacksonville. I mean, just New England can make it a long day for the Chargers, where the Chargers can do the same thing to them. This game right here is like 2 even defense. Like, I'll say you can't really pass on the Chargers because Chargers got them cornerbacks. You feel me? And with New England, though, New England can get to you. They can pressure you a little bit. But the thing about New England is they go for pressure. They don't really go for sacks. So Justin Herbert, Justin Herbert might be on the run sometime like in this game and everything. I really want to choose the Chargers now when I think about it, because this can be a very even Steven game, and the Patriots really only beat the Bills. That's the only notable team that they beat, and they gotta see them twice. I don't know, man. I can go with New England, but then I can also go with the Chargers. But then the Chargers right here, just because of the lack of protection on the tackle side for Justin Herbert, that's why I don't really do it. I always have been iffy of Justin Herbert when he lost his starting tackle. So I'm gonna always be like I'm always question Justin Herbert just based off of that. But Justin Herbert is tough too. I forgot that the man was tough like around that time when he was playing with the damn cast on his own against Houston. Yeah, I forgot he was tough. But I have to select a winner in this game. And if I want to be safe, I'll select New England. I feel like New England is gonna beat the Chargers. The Chargers got the wide receivers though. It's like they got Quentin, they got Lad McConkey. I mean, the running game might not get established because New England is real good against the run. So we just have to see it. But I'm just gonna go with New England against the Chargers. And the last game right now is Houston Texans versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Spread set at 3. Houston being the favorite, and I feel like that's right too, man. Houston just got the swarming defense that can just get to anybody and make a quarterback just have nightmares right there on that field. I don't want to see them do them dirty. Like when I think of one player like that, I think Brett Favre, like being carted out while he like on his side in pain and whatnot. I think I wanted to say too, dealing with John Harbaugh, it's like if the Ravens would have beat the Steelers, I bet Mike Tomlin would have got fired. But now, you know what I'm saying? Again, DK Metcalf back. But that's hindsight right now. But right now, in the future, they got DK Metcalf back right there. I don't even know if that's even good enough. That's not even good enough. Wow, you got DK Metcalf. So guess who's gonna be sticking on DK? Stingley. So Aaron Rodgers gonna throw an interception. That defense is gonna give him a hell of a fucking night. And all the offense has to do is just capitalize on these situations that the defense put them in. Good situations too. CJ Stroud, man, but I think Stroud he's in it. I feel like I think he's gonna be focused and whatnot. But it's funny that because I have an old school homie who really believes like that, because historically the Houston Oilers didn't do too well against the Steelers in the playoffs, and this is like years ago, guys. If you're my age, we weren't even born around this time. You hear me? They have an old knack history of going up into the north, especially if it's snowy and everything, and not winning. But I feel like this is a new age, and I feel that that the Texans are going to stampede over the Steelers. So I picked the Texans on this one. Other than that, man, we're pretty much done with the selection of the parlays. So that is my parlays: Carolina on the spread, Chicago, Jacksonville, Philadelphia, New England, and Houston. The only underdog that I truly have like right down there, I got my picks on is Carolina and Chicago. So anyways, with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoy the games this weekend. I hope that you have a nice weekend. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to me on any listening platform, and of course this YouTube page. And yeah, I will be back with another episode of Wildcard Weekend. I'm not gonna do teams I have beef with. I might do teams I have beef with. I might not. Who knows? But I am gonna have another show where I'm gonna be talking about the Trump administration and the shit that's been going on in the first week of this year. So don't forget to tune in, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.